today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler.
Justin Herbert in it.
Well, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a give this time to the tailback. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 67 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know.
They do. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a... team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Herbert, 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
47-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Chargers 47-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, going for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Is good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaimed center stage. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front.
The kick is no good.
Nice job of polishing off. Off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back now in Baltimore. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the football. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abukum in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 17. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
3rd down.
A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And now a hook up downfield on second down. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double.
Pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. There now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd down and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens,